I don't want to root against BJ, so hopefully BJ Penn pulls it off.
I don't know, but that's the fight they should have had last time instead of BJ and Yair. I don't know. I hope BJ wins. I like BJ. I've always been a fan of him, so that's a feel-good fight for me. I hope BJ wins.
Dennis Siver. I love BJ. BJ's a legend, but it's kind of. I think it might be time for him to put the gloves up. I understand it's hard to, for guys to get out of it, but sometimes you got to be smart.
Oh, that's a tough one, man. I'm gonna roll with BJ. He's a Jackson Wink guy, so I'm gonna roll with BJ. He's a good guy,
That one's a tough one because I don't understand why he's still fighting. Thankfully, they have, he put him up against Siver, another old guy. And I mean old guy in the most respectful way possible. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go with Penn in that one. I think he can just get the takedown and get the win. And I don't think Siver is going to bring enough power to knock out BJ. So I like BJ in that one. And I would never go against BJ anyways. I don't care if he's fighting Frank Yeager again. I'm still going BJ.
Penn's my boy. He was my favorite fighter growing up. Him and Nate Diaz, So, yeah, I'm going with Penn on that one.
That's a tough one. Because I think after the last fight that BJ Penn had, I think he took on a guy who's up and coming. He's been on a roll. Maybe that wasn't the best fight for him coming back, but I think now that he got the one out the way, more vintage BJ will be coming back as far as mindset and maybe getting the jitters out and stuff like that. So I think I'll go on my with BJ.
That's so hard to say. BJ Penn is one of my all-time favorite fighters, and I just think that he just don't have it anymore. I think that, he took a dumb fight against that young kid, what's his name, Yaya or Rick's kid. He took a dumb fight against that kid, man. That kid's an animal, and I'm really excited to see that kid versus Frank Yeager. But I think, I don't really think either one of those guys are that good. I think I could smoke BJ Penn now, and I think I could smoke Dennis Siver as well. But I guess I'll go with BJ Penn just simply because, he's one of my all-time favorite fighters, and I just don't know what, I guess Siver could knock him out, but I guess that'd be the only way that Siver could win.
I love BJ Penn, too. And he just got old overnight, seamlessly overnight. And it was a long time ago that he kind of got old. I felt like he slowed down considerably between the first two Frankie Edgar fights. And this was years and years and years and years ago. And ever since then, he's kind of been a shell of himself. And I love the warrior spirit, and I understand where he's coming from because it's hard to hang him up as a fighter and as a competitor. And this limelight is hard to walk away from, too. So I get it, but the man needs to stop fighting. I love him to death, and I just don't want to see him fighting. Siver, yeah, picking Siver.
Oh, man. I just hope BJ gets a win. I really do. I hope. My fingers are crossed, man. I wish I could get in there and help him do it.
That's a tough one as well, because I feel like both guys are kind of at the end of their careers and stuff. Yeah, either or can take that. Whoever's trained the hardest, I suppose. Whoever's took it more serious, will probably come out the victor in that one.
To be brutally honest, I think both those guys should retire and kind of just let it go. I'm a huge BJ Penn fan. I like Dennis Siver too, but I got to go Penn. I think Penn's going to have the advantage there.
I got to go with BJ Penn. He's got it. I think his last fight was just a matter of them throwing him to a young, talented, uber athletic kid, that's on the up and up, like I said, and he was rusty. He hasn't been in there for a long time. So I think BJ Penn's going to get in there, hopefully use some offensive takedowns and get the submission.